Well, I was going to come out and shoot today, but I got to the Freedom Farm and it is windy. Not a very good day to be shooting, I don't think. Nope, not today. All right, I said fuck it. Right after I filmed that wind on my last little bit there, the sun came out and the wind dropped. I'm like, well, maybe this front's passed. Well, now it's cloudy again and it's getting windy again. So I'm going to try to do this between the gusts. I drove an hour to get down here and I was going to do something else, but the guy I was supposed to meet, he didn't answer his phone. So I'm like, well, hell, I just drove down here for nothing. But we're going to make something happen anyway. So 2.5 weeks ago, I was out here. I was going to do a seating depth test on the 80 grain Sierra Match King 28 grains Varget. I'll cut in some footage of that, but I shot it and it was terrible. I ran at 10 thou off the lands, 30 thou off the lands, 50 thou off the lands. They all shot the same. They're all shitty. I was like, huh. So I didn't make a video of that. It bugged the hell out of me. I'm like, something's wrong, because the week prior to that I shot, you know, a bug hole, a damn good group, and I'm like, why would a week later with everything the same it all go to shit? I realized that Matchmaster, I was loading up some CFE 223. I'd emptied that out, cleaned it all out. I put the Varget in. I didn't change my powder settings on that Matchmaster. With that thing, you have to give it like a 1 through 4, what kind of powder it is, and it adjusts its rate of flow accordingly. And so I was in a hurry and I loaded up all those rounds, and I'm sure they're probably off, because when I sat down and gave it a little more attention, I realized that Matchmaster takes about 3 seconds before it lets you know if it's an overcharge. So I'd hit charge, it'd go beep, I grabbed the powder tray off the thing, I loaded up, set her down, I was flying through them. I'm like, man, this thing's loading them great. Well, I think with that stick powder, it drops, and that scale is a little slow to register whether it's an overthrow or not. So I was playing with it and I was looking, sometimes it would be 2/10 overthrow, sometimes it's 2/10 below. It's just going too fast. I had the wrong setting. So I loaded up some of the same exact rounds, and we're going to shoot them today. I'm just going to confirm whether or not that theory holds true or not. And then up to this point with this 8-10" barrel, I've shot a higher charge with CFE 223 on the 88 grain ELDM and the 85.5 grain Burger. So I put it at 28 grain CFE 223. We're going to see how those turn out today. Like I said, I've loaded them with some Varget, and I've loaded them with higher charges of CFE 223, but not the lower charge of CFE 223. So I'm curious how those shoot today. That's what we're doing. I'm going to get this warmed up. I just cleaned it. We'll have a ceasefire. I'll come back, get into this test, and we'll get to shooting.
Ceasefire means that somebody sees a fire. It could be any kind of fire. It could be a big fire or a small fire, a bonfire or even a candle flame. It just matters that somebody sees a fire. That's why we call it a ceasefire.
Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips. I am sick, I will punch a baby bear in his shit. Give me lip, I'ma send you to the yard. Get a stick, make a switch, I can end the conversation real quick. I am crack, I ain't lying, kick a lion in this crack. I'm the shit, I will fall off in your crib, take a shit. Hit your mama on the booty, kick your dog, fuck your bitch. That boy dressed up like you Santa and took pictures with your kids. We the best, we will cut a frowny face in your chest, little wench. I'm unmentionably fresh, I'm a mensch. Get correct, I will walk into a court while it wrecks, screaming, yes, I am guilty, motherfuckers, I am death. Hey, you wanna hear a good joke? Nobody speak, nobody get choked.
Well, it's not awesome like it was last week. Here's the 2.24 loading, 1, 2, 3, 4. My first shot at 2.22, which shot really well last week. 3, 4, 5, there. Here's the 2.20. First shot on the target dot, second, third, fourth, fifth. So I don't know on that. Spit. I am going to come back to that. I'm a little puzzled. Alright, so if I get wind in the microphone, I apologize. I can't help it. I'm just going to try to get this in between gusts. And then I have an appointment that I got to boogie. So I got like 10-15 minutes to do this, and then I got to run. But so far, it looks pretty good. A lot better than it did a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to do a 5-shot group with the 80 grain Sierra Match King. And we'll do a 5 of the 85.5 burger and a 5 of the 88 grain ELDM. I'll run you down there, we'll take a look, and then I gotta go. So we got a little short shooting video today. Just wanted to confirm things before I jumped into anything further. Not bad, but not as good as it was the other day. But I will say this, the conditions suck. I have an old target down there I left up so I could see what the wind was doing, because it's flapping around. Let's shoot these 88 grain ELDMs. 28 grain CFE 223, still gusty downrange, still gusty, but not, we'll see. Top left, high left, almost off the paper. Terrible, high left did not group up. Let's shoot these 85.5, see what happens, and then we got a boogie. The 88 and the 85.5 are both loaded up at 2.24 overall length. On these Sierras, I have them loaded up at 2.22. 2.22 is 30 thou off the lands. So I may tweak with that now that I know it was the powder charges. Shoot these burgers. Get ready to make an order for bullets, so I'm wanting to see what I order. These 85.5s work really well in that bolt action. Seeing how that 88 grainer was high, I'm gonna go bottom right. Now it's flapping around down there a little bit, but we're gonna try that out. The wind has pulled my staple out of the board. Let me see if I got another target dot. Yeah, on the pink paper bottom right, there's a target dot with extra real estate. I'm gonna use that. Not too bad. If I couldn't get 80 grainers, I'd probably use that for a match. Had a couple of flyers on it, but overall it's not a bad group. Now that this thing's warmed up, let's shoot one more group with these 80 grain Sierras. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a 4-shot group. These are crimped. The other 4 I'm going to shoot are uncrimped. I ran the bolt on this thing. There is slight jump. I measured it the other day. It's like 200,000 or whatever. It's very slight. And I don't know what kind of pressure I'm getting on my crimps. If any of you know, is there some sort of gauge I can put on that die that will tell me how much pressure I'm putting on that crimp? Comment below, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Because I'm just doing it by feel. Some of these are getting crimped more than others, and I think that could impact accuracy. So I'm going to shoot 4 crimped and then 4 uncrimped. Let's see what happens with the groups. Top right, brown paper. I have 3 left of the target dot, 1 under it. We're going to go uncrimped. The wind is blowing down range. Let me let that settle down a little bit. All right, there's the group crimped. There's a group uncrimped. I shot at this target with the 88 grain ELDM. I was up here, 1, 2, nah. 88, or sorry, the 80 grain Sierra Match King. 3, 2. Yeah, that 88 grain was all over the place. Really bad. It's so weird how one will group and one is so drastically different. Let's see, that's an 85.5 grain burger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyhow, folks. Well, anyway, I gotta run. Thanks for tuning in. I'll try to get back down here on a better day with better weather. I'm gonna come back and mess with some seating depths now. Till next time, stay free. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas.
I meant to do that.
That's all, folks.